Hello everybody and welcome back to my weekly NFL predictions review. And last week, pretty freaking good, but let's get into Thursday night to start off as the Broncos destroyed the Saints. I did pick the Broncos as the Spencer Rattler. I don't think he's going to be good, and he was not, at least in this game, as they got completely destroyed. Bo Nix and the Broncos, they're 4-3. They're more or less like a 3-4 team, 2-5 maybe. They might make the playoffs. I doubt it though. Bo Nix, he's really not good, and I don't think he will be. But they've just been getting lucky. Their defense is really good this year, surprisingly. And yeah, I think as long as the defense holds and Bo Nix is fine, the Broncos can win some more games. But that's confusing. I mean, the Saints. Is Derek Carr back this week? I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. But Saints hoping that they can at least beat the Buccaneers, because right now I want at least two teams to hopefully beat the Buccaneers, and right now it's only the Falcons. So Saints got to get back to it, but I think I don't know, Saints are falling off quickly. Now to the London game, the Patriots and the Jags. Patriots just horrible. The Jags, I feel like they're going to have a bit of a slight turnaround. They played really well. And yeah, Patriots, they're just really, really horrible. Drake May, he hasn't been awful, but he only scored 16 points, and it wasn't great. I don't think he's going to be incredible, especially with this team. I think he could be a decent starter in the NFL, but I don't know. Jags, I am thinking about potentially giving them a bit of a mid-season turnaround, because that's what they always do after London, so, yeah, I don't know. Jags, they're not good, but I think they could get better soon. Now for the Texans and the Packers, I did pick the Texans here as they're just a better team. And I don't regret my decision. Of course, I kind of do that because the Packers won. But, like, the Texans are still a better team. And Packers, they played hard. They played really well. CJ Stroud was not good. And he's been shaky so far, but I still think he's going to be fine. He's still absolutely incredible, and he's really the reason that the Texans weren't getting blown out at all. So, yeah, Packers, they're interesting. I don't know. I think they're probably going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to quickly. I think they already are ahead of the Bears at this point, but I don't know. I think they're going to be fine. They might make divisional again. I don't think they're making championship, maybe. And the Texans, I still think that the Texans are one of, if not the best teams in the NFL. So, yeah, really, really good game, by the way. Brandon McManus, after what he did to successfully get out of the league, is now back in it, and I don't think he's going to be great. You know, I think it should be a one-off thing, but, like, yeah. Packers punter, though, Braden Wheeland, I think he's pretty good, so that's fun. Now, for an absolute blowout, the Falcons and the Sea Dogs. Seahawks completely destroyed the Falcons, and Jesus Christ. Falcons, what? The Seahawks, this is one of the most surprising games this week to me, because Seahawks, they started 2-0, they fell 3, or it was a 3-0, and then they fell 3, so I mean, if the Niners keep playing like this, the Seahawks have a chance to win the division. It's going to be one of the weakest division winners probably ever, but the Seahawks could be a division winner. And then the Falcons, I just pray to God that they can beat the Buccaneers to the playoffs. But I don't know. I don't see them doing too much. But yeah, this is a very surprising game. And Matthew Judon, of course, he plays well against the Eagles, and then promptly is starting to suck. So, yeah, I don't know. Two teams that are really just figuring themselves out still. Ooh, the Titans are up 10-0. What the heck? 1% of people picked this. This is going to be ups. No. I had complete faith the whole time. I mean, just look at this. 99-1%? Jeepers criples, dude. But yeah, it was like 10-3 or something at halftime, and the Bills ripped off 34 straight points. So, yeah, Bills, they are good. Titans are bad. Nothing else I have to say. Finally, for an actually really, really good game, the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And I was expecting the Lions to beat the Vikings for their first loss on the season, and they definitely did. And it was really back and forth. I mean, at points, it was like a roller coaster of emotions. The Lions were doing great. They had like a 10-point lead, and the Vikings had like a 10-point lead. It was back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Just quality game. And yeah, Lions, I just do think are the better team, and that's why they won. But yeah, I think Sam Darnold, Vikings still probably going to squeak out a playoff spot. There's a chance that they don't make it, but their defense is so freaking good. But with how well Jared Goff is playing and how he's in the MVP race right now, which would be pretty crazy, but still kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. Two really good teams that fought it out, and they're both 5-1 now. Oh, baby, this was a fun game to watch. Saquon Barkley. I love him. And really, Saquon Barkley is by far the best player on this team right now, besides maybe Lane Johnson, who has been insanely dominant, even through injuries so far. But other than that, defense has not played well in some games, except for now. We got 8 sacks on the day. Oh. The Kobe Dean and Jalen Carter both got 2. I think it was those 2. Oh my god, that's so satisfying to watch. I knew we were going to win, but I was really hoping for a blowout because recent Eagles have not been dominating like we should be. Finally get that win, and oh my god, it feels so good. And honestly, I'm still not worried about this team. I know Jalen Hurts has not looked like Jalen Hurts, at least the 2022 version that we saw, but Saquon Barkley, I think, barring an injury, which would be disastrous, he is the offense right now, and he's the offense when Jalen Hurts is not playing well, or when like A.J. Brown or Smitty's hurt, you know? And Dallas Goedert, he's been great so far as well. And I think that like all we need is Jalen Hurts to rekindle that energy of being a top 5, top 2 quarterback in the league, and we will have the best offense in the league. Besides, I mean, I don't know. Lamar and Derek, they're both really freaking good, but like one of the best running back quarterback duos, and I think it's super possible. We're 4-2 and we're looking shaky, but a lot of improvement is, I think, going to happen. Oh yeah, the Giants played this game. They're bad. Go Birds! Oh man, I mean, the Deshaun Watson injury is just like. Of course, Deshaun Watson is a horrible person off the field, but it just really sucks, as I was a really big fan of him in 2019. He was easily one of my top 3 like favorite players, and I want him, the football player, to succeed, but he signed with the wrong team. I'm just gonna be honest, like, he still deserves to get hurt, which, okay, I shouldn't say nobody deserves to get hurt in the NFL, especially for a whole year. But Deshaun does not deserve to like get all this money and everything. But I don't know, man. It sucks, but it's also good, and like I don't know. I think the Browns made one of the worst trades in sports history, if not the worst. And oh my god, it's like, this team should be a playoff team. Like if Deshaun Watson was 2019 Deshaun Watson, this would be one of, if not the best teams in the league. But it's not 2019, and Deshaun Watson is probably done in the NFL. I mean, he's still going to get paid freaking $50 million a year, or whatever it is, but I don't know. I really don't know, man. But the Bengals, I think they're pulling it back. I think they could pull off something magical after starting poorly, but they got us next week, so trying to go 1-0 against the Bengals. But yeah, I don't know. Bengals, they're still kind of shaky. They're still figuring themselves out as well, but man, Deshaun Watson, such a sad but unfortunately deserved story. Now for the Miami Dolphins, oh boy, I mean, they honestly looked good for like a half, maybe, but now that 4 or 3 quarterbacks have gotten hurt, Jesus Christ, I mean, wow, that's like impressive. But Tua, he's back. Tua, just he's just getting himself hurt more and more, dude. It's tough. It's really tough. But yeah, I still can't get out of my head that freaking 4th down where whoever the hell it was threw it way out of bounds. That's, oh my god, some Tom Brady ass playing right there. But yeah, Colts, they're looking. I don't know, dude. Colts Probably not going to make the playoffs. I don't know. They're kind of in like a weird limbo stage right now, but I don't know. Dolphins are horrible without Tua. And for the Rams, taking on the Raiders, two really bad teams. One because of injuries and one because they are the Raiders. Yeah, Rams just the better football team. That's just what it comes down to. And are we going to get like Cooper Kupp on the Chiefs? I don't think so anymore now that D-Hop is there, but apparently there were serious trade talks with Cooper Kupp to the Chiefs, which I just think would have been a horrible decision for the Rams, because when Puka comes back, with which hopefully it's soon, and Cooper Kupp is healthy, they're incredible. But yeah, I don't know. Raiders, now the Commanders and Marcus Mariota put up 40s. 40 burger on the Panthers. Yeah, Panthers are absolutely horrible. One of the worst teams, and barring Andy Dalton going buck wild for a game, they might be one of the worst teams in NFL history. I don't know, just saying. But wow. I mean, wow. Commanders, nobody knows what the Commanders are. The Commanders don't know who they are, and yeah, we're going to find that out soon. So, yeah, good job, Marcus. Wow. I mean, the Chiefs are 6-0. Patrick Mahomes is not playing well, and they just got DeAndre motherfucking Hopkins. Are the Chiefs just destined to win every Super Bowl from now on? What? How is this? What? I mean, my goodness. I was fully expecting the Niners to win. Some sort of revenge thing, like, I don't know, Chiefs are not supposed to be good in the regular season. Like, is it just going to flip? Are they going to lose in the first round or, I guess, second round in the playoffs? Like, I don't know. They're the only team with 0 on their record still, and it's in the right spot, and boy, man, are they good. Their defense is incredible. And this is the first time in Mahomes' career that he has, like, a top tier defense. Like, absolutely incredible defense. He's not playing, he's, like, throwing an interception every single game. And they're 6-0. I mean, if he was playing, like, his MVP self, which he probably will at some point, this would be incredibly reminiscent of the 2007 Patriots. I mean, especially with DeAndre Hopkins coming to town. What? The one issue the Chiefs had was wide receiver slightly, and it was a slight issue because they still have great players. And they brought in DeAndre. Okay. Yeah, wow. And I mean wow. Ooh, Devontae Adams in a Jets jersey. How fun. It did not work at all. Jets were looking good for a while until the Steelers and Russell Wilson suddenly had a good game. I still highly disagree with the benching of Justin Fields. And unfortunately, at this point, barring a Russ injury or horrible play, Justin Fields might not come back. I don't know, dude. He should. He should have never gotten benched. He was not playing bad. The same result probably would have happened here if Justin Fields was still playing. So I guess Steelers just have a really good quarterback situation. Like, when you have two really good quarterbacks, that's only going to cause problems, you know? Like, I don't know, dude. Jets, they're a big mess. They're a big, fat mess. And they're not going to make the playoffs. Just putting it out here. I don't think they'll have a chance at this point. This was a fun game. Love seeing the Buccaneers lose. Absolutely adore it. And Lamar had one of the best games of this year, and I think of his career. One of the best, even all time, I think. So, yeah, that's fun. Ravens are probably the best team in the league, Chiefs. But they have the best quarterback running back duo in the league right now, with over 1,000 yards already. And hopefully Tampa Bay sucks. Screw the Buccaneers. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Chargers, dude. I swear, last week I was saying that, like, can Harbaugh please stop the Chargers from charging around? They just cannot help themselves, dude. I mean, just lost to the Cardinals. I know the Cardinals are going to be, like, they're going to have some upsets here and there, but yeah, Chargers, I think they're just going to be a disappointment, but they go in the right direction. I tell you what, they're going in the right direction, but yeah, well, that's it, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. See ya.